I'm gonna 7-Eleven. I'm gonna get an alcoholic beverage and then drink afterwards.
Sounds fire. He's at the store.
Where the hell are you?
At a fucking 7-Eleven.
Mission begins.
Why?
In 60 seconds.
Wait, but like, how did you know though? Wait, how did you know?
Oh, how did I know? I just guessed. I guessed a random gas station and I guessed right. But like, they always have like that jingle. That distinct gas station jingle. You're at like
Yeah, now as you mentioned that, I did
know
hear
you
a gas
were.
station.
you're at like a 7, you're like, not even a 7, you're at like an AM PM right now or a Wawa, just getting your shit.
I didn't know. I didn't know you were the gas station expert, bro.
Nah, what? Oh.
Hello.
Ooh.
That was getting heavy. Thanks, Doc.
Sorry, that was just funny. All right.
Thank you.
So I'm ready to just start this review right now. I was just getting everything set up. Everybody else here who's not ordering a monster.
No, but I'm driving to the grocery store.
All right.
I mean, I'm ready.
All right. Sweet.
Mission
You were gonna be.
I'm ready.
You were gonna be the scribe. You're gonna tell every single person what happened to you.
3.
And I'm just gonna make like surprise noises.
Do you actually want me to do that?
No, no, no. I'm gonna need a minute to just process what I just saw.
This was my plan. I can tell you what we were thinking.
Which one of you was the pyro in that clip?
Chef Vane.
Chef
You.
Vinny, you need a jump. So you stand there, cosmetically stand there, and watch the soldier eat it. I don't even know. Alright, you know what? I'm just sorry. That just caught me off guard. So, what I'd be doing right now instead of just sitting, I'd just sack. Like, your pyro does it way too late and gets nothing from it. Because the soldier in demo died because the demo took random spam. Heavy's gonna die late because he's just. Yeah, I mean. As long as nobody else takes damage right now, that could be salvaged. It's fine. You guys do end up getting their sniper, which is really good. If anything, this is just an immediate Uber over hill. And that's exactly what you guys do. I really like this. You guys kill their demo with the sniper. You guys end up doing a lot of damage to that heavy. That heavy needs to be called. But yeah, this was just a really nice refight. I have nothing to really complain about at all. Aside from just the preparation. But that's really about it. Interesting bomb. Sad I didn't get anybody. If you're gonna do that, at least go in with what your demo's trying to do. I don't know if your demo is trying to bomb over and stuff. That heavy's inside tunnel. I don't know how nobody like heard the heavy inside tunnel. Oh yeah, you see the bullets. Yeah, that like you see the bullets now, really. There we go. While this is happening, you guys are getting rather easily right now. Nobody else is defending the cart. You killed pretty much everybody aside from the heavy inside. Good stab on the demo. And you get up too. Really good. Really good. Okay, your scout dies. Unfortunate. But, I mean, you have some people there as well. You guys have... What the fuck? Okay, alright. No. Alright. I'm going back and... What did I just watch? What did I just... Okay, you guys did not check side tunnel at all. And that's throwing me off, because I'd expect you guys to do that immediately. Like, you saw him inside. I don't know what the issue was there. Like... Alright, let's go back to this clip. So Sniper's peeking over here. He sees the heavy. He saw the heavy shooting bullets, right? He sees the trail there. He saw him, right? The demo doesn't look. Demo's blocking in. The heavy doesn't peek for whatever reason. That was easily... that could have been an easy death from him. The demo shoots, and then people forget about him. Oh, the demo dies. Okay. But I mean, even still. Okay, so this happens. Duh should be calling this out. And then
The
this is the
heavies
most.
died right now?
This is the most egregious thing. Could we? Uncle Pooch did nothing there that was good, and you guys just kind of let him have that. And he just ran out of ammo. And you guys are just pushing side tunnels. But only because you have the card up, which is fine from your side tunnel players. I'm just kind of a little bit confused as to what your hill players were doing. But, okay, sure. NG gets the engineer as well. There's a scout inside tunnel, walk through main. Unfortunate, your medic dies for that. But you guys have good position still. I mean, your heavy just needs to peek. He doesn't need to drop down, doesn't need to play aggressive. Just needs to support his team, look over cart. He sees the stickies, backs up a bit. They det, he walks in, pretty good. Where did your sniper die from? Wait a minute. Oh, what a shot. Never mind. Okay, your engineer's not on card at all, and your soldier... There's a lot of unnecessary death going on right now. Your demo doesn't need to peek this, but... Yeah, I don't... It's hard to say, because you guys are getting space. They are letting you do this, which is weird, but then they also... Scout definitely sees a soldier up by catwalk now. Your soldier goes and clears it out. Your heavy's on cart, going... Okay. It's an alright play. But there's no support. I really want your heavy to wait. Yeah, this is good. Damn. Guys, wait for an Uber exchange. Your heavy... Or your soldier gets fed. Heavy peaks during the Uber. I don't know about this. Took unnecessary damage there. And now they know you're kind of inside tons, and you're not going to really leave. So, it's better to just... Yeah, like, this is just... Good timing, though. Like, really good timing on the pyro, but... It ended up getting 2 picks, too. Alright, that's something to work off.
Magna, come up bridge. Come up bridge.
On bridge, guys.
Magna, come up bridge.
But, oh, this is weird. Okay, no, alright. Daisies, I'm gonna just run by where you need to look and where you need to walk at and pay attention to, because your heavy and soldier should be doing this. You need to walk main, let your heavy walk in cat. I really don't like that. Mostly because if the medic's trailing you, like, why was the medic trailing you? Why didn't you walk through main? That's weird. That's really weird. You guys end up getting this though, which is good, but you guys are also down a lot of Uber, so you need to think of any sort of sacks that should be done right now. Any sort of sacks. Uncle Pooch is at the very least cold, as you can see his shadow. But you guys end up getting buffs. Smart. You end up clearing out the soldier too. Really good. The heavy will be up in a bit, but this guarantees that you guys are gonna get up safely. You just need somebody watching clock, because yeah, now the scout's just gonna get behind. Soldier doesn't protect the sniper, unfortunate. But I mean, you guys are getting cart time, necessary cart time, and now you have a Plutus here. Your soldier's still alive, looking at under, shooting the dispenser and or the gun. But your pyro dies, unfortunately. And I don't even know what your scout's doing. If their team was smarter, your heavy could have died. And your soldier is caught out because he's in a really bad spot. I don't understand what your heavy is trying to do. Like, people see him shooting there. I don't get it. This Uber goes... Oh, that's really unfortunate. Fuck! Oh! Oh my god. Okay, and your Pyro's a hero. Your Pyro's an actual hero for winning you that game. Jesus Christ. Dude, y'all need to turn around. And help your scout on cart. Like, this is fine. People just need to get on the cart now. I don't even know what I just saw there. Okay, alright. I mean, a lot of the players had the right idea, it's just they had an Uber too, and nobody was able to deny it. Unfortunate. Can't really say anything other than that. But, I mean, it's even Ubers. The cart is straight over there. You guys end up getting their soldier again. You guys will get your soldier back in time. The heavy should be playing up by... Why is he going under again? Why are 3 people going... I get the spy, I get the soldier. Why is the heavy still there? Your sniper gets their sniper. Alright. And the scout... That's the main reason why I don't like your heavy sitting in under. Like, he's doing nothing. He needs to be up here protecting everybody from any flanks or any person getting through window like that scout. I really don't like seeing that. Heavy's in desperation, gets knocked out. Engineer's doing really good work, and he only now gets dealt with. The Ubers come out. A little bit unnecessary, but your demo has poor target priority. He accidentally killed that demo. The medic dies. Heavy's still there because of poor target priority. And where's the rest of your team? Like, that's not even on the demo, per se. That's just on the rest of your team for not being in. Unless they were all spawning. But why were people dead? And your sniper gets... What? Oh, no. Oh, he got hit with 2 flares. The pyro mogged your sniper. Your sniper lost the HVP, lost the, sorry, I'm so used to saying HVS, the PVS!
Ah yes, my favorite.
Dude, okay.
The Pyro V Sniper.
Okay, your heavy needs to change things. I know I keep sounding like a broken record, but...
This, our heavy was a ring. I will mention.
I would not ring this guy. Or if you are going to ring him again, tell him how to do his shit correctly.
Yeah, he's probably not.
There is unnecessary. Dude, it doesn't seem like anybody's ready to do anything. And you guys lose players because of it. Like, there was an Uber that went out, and nobody was there to help your medic or demo. Everybody was dead or just out. And I don't understand that. And like your heavy feeds, your soldier feeds, now you have none of them for the fight. And now you guys don't even have a spy. A sniper is dead. Like, it just doesn't seem like anything's being coordinated. Your soldier's peeking, taking unnecessary damage. Your sword... Is your pirate right there? No, your NG's right there building a gun. Which should have been up there in the first place. I don't know where it was. They... What?
5 minutes left in the mission.
Got one gun. Oh, man. Man, okay. I'm not even paying attention to what the rest of the enemy team is doing, my bad. Like, I'm just... Wait, okay, people are on the cart, people are now starting to peek. Your engineer's dead, you guys walking with... Like, what is going on here? Guys, your demo's dead? Because the heavy didn't walk up fast enough? The heavy dies, thankfully. Your heavy dies, your medic dies. Okay, alright. Yeah, this is... And your engineer feeds. Oh, man. And your scout feeds. I blink and he's dead. Why is he dead? You guys end up getting their sniper. Their soldier's still dead, so no banner. You guys have banner red. You guys get their gun too. This is good. Kill their spy. Nice. Nobody's watching clock, but as we've seen, this is a repeated issue. Your heavy's low again for the fight, so he's forced to eat. Your scout feeds. You guys just need a buff. You need to go for a sack because their med has full ad. Alright. Your sniper ends up peeking that angle and it works better for him. That's good. Your heavy's 5 HP. Without a care in the world. And the scout. You know what? I have nothing more to say than that was just a fitting end to that weird ass game that I just watched. I said I was gonna make surprise noises by
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
I didn't think I'd be making so many surprise noises. Like that was bad. I'm not gonna front with you. Like that was pretty bad for a variety of reasons. The first off being you guys were not coordinated in any push on that last fight. Nor were you guys coordinated in any fight at any point, really. Like the closest thing that you can really say to that was third, but even still that was a bit disconnected.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
It just didn't seem like there was a call that was being followed through with, if you guys know what I mean.
Getting heavy.
Yeah.
And I also just one more thing. I really like it when people explain the situation instead of me having to get. I don't want to like guess or anything, so please correct me if I'm wrong or just ask me questions and stuff like that. I don't want this to just be a silent review where everybody stoically sits and cosmetically sits and let's you know what I mean.
I just don't know what to say, honestly.
No, and that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. I guess I mean yeah. I don't know. I mean it also doesn't help that yeah, what's up?
You said you want a heavy on clock room instead of under, but if I want to contest under, that
well, under is not your job unless you're like helping your demo out, trying to clear people from tiles, or walking under, or something along those lines. Let your soldier scout deal with under. You are much better suited for clock because you can aim at the gun, you could drop down, go to their spawn. You can deal with the heavy, deal with the demo option. Yep. Plus, the soldier also has a much better time dealing with people down there. If it's really, really bad for heavy to be down there in the first place, the only reason you're down there is because the other team does not have any presence there, and you're able to get some sneaky plays. And even still, people will be looking for him. Sorry, what?
The default play would be him just like going on clock, right, instead of going under, because that's what I initially thought.
Yeah, no, heavy needs to be going into clock.
Okay.
And he should also try to rotate around, try to play with his sniper whenever he needs to, drop down for cart time whenever he needs to, drop down to spawn camp whenever he needs to, but the most general idea that you have is to shoot the gun, shoot the players in the pub spot, wait for Ubers to end, you go in, you sit on the cart, you sit at their spawn, whatever have you, you drop down, kill people, whatever have you, you just do what you need to do. It's also the best spot to do it. You also have vision. Have a lot of vision, actually. The only problem, sticky traps, but those can easily be avoided, those can easily be countered because you also have the chair and clock that you can sit on. And you also don't need to go out that window. You can go through main, you can go all the way around into tiles, but it's much more of an applicable spot than under. You take less damage. Your team is close by you, so in case you want to get a buff, you might have to rotate a bit, but you can get a buff, even beforehand. And yeah. You just want somebody in clock, because the scout was getting in far too much. He was just able to jump through the window. You should not be able to do that. Aside from that, yeah, you guys were very, not even very, extremely disconnected.
10 seconds.
And I do not know what was happening on fourth half of the time. I was not expecting people to not look at players right underneath them. That they knew were right there. Or that they knew were on the side of them. Like, that was interesting for me to watch. But you guys end up winning the SDS for a little bit. End up killing a cart player. This is fine. This is really good, actually. Demo... Sniper sees the demo has jetpack. Or not jetpack, has... Nice! Okay. Your sniper's carrying right now. This is good. Your soldier ends up dealing with the pyro. Pyro dies. I like this. This is very, very good from your team's part. You guys end up killing their sniper again. I'm gonna peek this right now. I'd peek this right now, Heavy. Like, stand over here. Your sniper can play all the way over here. Like, that's good. And the demo's trying to go for another sack. But they end up dropping both of their players. This is good. This is good. They really don't know what to do right now. I'm also trying not to say that in a condescending way. I just want to highlight what's working out, what you guys are doing right, and also highlighting what you guys are doing wrong. And what you guys are doing right now is pretty fucking good. You killed their sniper 3 times, and they haven't even taken an Uber exchange. That's more on them making a mistake, but that's also on you guys making the right plays and playing in the right positions. So, kudos there. Kudos there. Their sniper comes up for the 4th time. Tries going for an SPS. Unfortunately loses that one. So they're getting a lot of space on the cart. I would really want to see a Heavy rotate over to here to potentially deal with stuff, because now you have the wall of death. And he dies to the sniper. Unfortunate. You could have dealt with the Heavy better if you were sitting over here, but you also could have been dealing better with the players on the flank, with the players on the cart even. The sniper is playing right side, so limited visibility, it's just annoying for the sniper to try to deal with. Alright. Both soldiers use banner. No scout on cart. You guys have no playground presence though. This is a really scary spot to be at, especially with what you have right now. I'd say this is a good time to back up.
One thing I do want to mention is that their soldiers on Conch, and ours is on Talons.
Yeah.
Here, so we should win that banner.
Yeah. But it looks like you guys did win that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're walking back without banner, without Uber. You guys are pretty much the same exact thing. But they're going to be walking over hill, and there's not going to be that much to stop them. Which is why I want you guys to try and look to find an opportunity to back up. Like, watch. I know exactly what's going to happen. Their demo is going to start dealing with the people on playground with a combination of flank and the demo. Or people are just going to be dying on the cart. Like, the Heavy's forced to play back here. The sniper has no protection right now. If he gets bombed and the Heavy doesn't see it, he's dead. So... But yeah, no, this is just a very... Okay, there we go. That's fine. You guys restabilized. You guys end up pushing the cart back, too. Nobody was able to deck that. You guys see that the scout's going in. He dies, unfortunately, but your Heavy dies, too. You have nobody on playground. Ubers go out, and it's terrible for your team. You guys need to get out. And your sniper is the most oblivious player, and your medic dies. Yep. Back it up. That's it. Leave! Run! Go! But aside from that, that was a pretty solid first. The only issue that I had was you trying to keep the space up there. I don't really agree with it. The cart was all the way on the lip of the track. You might have been able to run away. Because remember, first is a throwaway. You don't want to make that the hold. This is the hold, but now you guys are down to demo and medic, and this is going to be a fast second if they play it right. And you guys lose information because your spy dies. Your pyro also is just sitting there doing everything, actually. Killed the spy. Okay. Interesting. You guys end up dealing with the players in tunnel. This is fine. But what are these positions with the combo? You guys are all half right now. And your soldier and Heavy want to flank behind. Okay. A bit.
It's because we had battle.
A bit. No, I mean that's perfectly fine. It was a bit chaotic, but nobody was able to deal with you, which is more on them. But you guys did make a pretty good play, so kudos there. Is anybody behind?
I also heard the Heavy in the subway tunnels. They were basically down to play. That's why I wanted to go out.
Sorry, I can't hear you on the fact that you're also in your car. Can you say that again?
I also heard the heavy eating, so it was like they were down a player technically for like a few seconds. That's why they pushed out. That's a banner, so it was like kind of free in my opinion, at least.
No, that is a good decision. You killed the NG. Nobody else was in tunnel. It was a good play. The only thing that I'd say is just make sure that you guys do that faster, and make sure that you're also looking in front of you when you're walking over the hill. You don't want to really turn around and be shot in the back by a scout, which is what happened. But you guys end up killing their demo. That's good. Your demo died. What? You guys killed their spy, but nobody dealt with him? Oh, nah. Oh, what is happening? Oh, no. Dude. I didn't even see the 3 people who died. They died off screen. Good that heavy jump rev didn't die like a fool. That was a foolish play. Your medic and heavy are also in foolish spots right now. You need to get out. Don't even sit here. Go out through main tunnel or something. But, I mean, your medic jumped away, and your heavy ends up forcing them, which is fine. Your medic just needs to live. They use banner. Your pyro jumps in a spot, nobody sees him except for the soldier, possibly. Pyro's keeping an eye on him. Okay. Kind of a useless play from your pyro, unfortunately, but... I only say it's useless now because the spawn timers were 4 times bigger. So let's see. You guys use banner really early. I don't understand that at all. You guys walk in too. Okay.
Oh, look at him in the house today. That's where everything happened. Oh, our med gets butterknife too.
I didn't even see where the med got button up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Look, the dispenser, I'm pretty sure.
By the dispenser. I see. That's unfortunate. So...
Attention.
Sorry, my bad.
5 minutes left in the mission.
I like the ideas that you guys want to try and accomplish. I like the ideas that you guys are trying to do when it comes to playing aggressive on defense. The biggest issue about what you guys are doing right now, there's nothing to really go off of, if that makes sense. And when I mean there's nothing to go off of, I don't get the sense that you guys are using the space that you have properly. You're kind of assuming that they're not going to watch for you, or they're going to walk forward, or they're going to play behind. Like, there's no thought of that. There's only, hey, we killed somebody, let's try getting something, or hey, we have banner, let's try using it. Or hey, we have their house, let's hold there. I don't like a lot of the aggressive plays I'm seeing, mostly because it just seems a little bit disorderly. With the soldier and heavy going through tunnel, nobody was there protecting that medic. That's why the medic died. If anybody like the scout was with the medic, it would have been a much harder time trying to deal with them. Or at the very least, it could have been a fight if the scout or the demo were there protecting their med. There's no guarantee that the med was going to be there anyway, so... There's no guarantee that you guys would have gotten the med even in that situation. And even still, dying for the medic while you guys have no players in tunnel is kind of really bad. Which is a risk, but it paid off. I don't want to give you guys the sense that it doesn't work always and you should never do it. Never have that mentality. Always try stuff. Please, please pay attention to what works and why it works and what allowed you to be in that situation in the first place. This is another good example. You guys take a banner Uber, or you guys take a banner through and you push people off the cart. Because of that, your med's low, had to run away, dies to the spy. Unfortunately, but I mean that just happens sometimes. If the team played smarter, which they did because the medic was out, you guys wouldn't have died at all. But now I'm seeing a soldier dead, I'm seeing a medic dead, just respawning. I'm seeing your heavy fight a spy. Or a demo. I think that's a demo, yeah. And he's surrounded by like 4 people. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just fucking dead. but this was very disorganized because I didn't get the sense that you guys had comms on where they were at, or where they were at.
I definitely did.
You called it out?
Yeah.
I knew the plan here because I called it. My plan at least was to use banners so we could hold on their house because house is a pretty good kill box to hold, and we could like use house towards our advantage because we had I'm pretty sure we had evens here, is what I remember, and the last time we held house, it was really strong on our part because I was able to shoot down from tracks and also hold house at the same time. So I wanted to use the favorable position there.
So,
But then I think our main caller didn't want us to hold house, and because of that, we left, and then that's why it was a little bit more disorganized.
okay. So I'm going to say this first, and I will explain it later. Don't go into house on third. The most that you can do is to hold catwalk. If you hold their house, you invite a whole lot. In tracks, you can invite a whole lot coming into you guys. It's not a kill box for them, it's a kill box for y'all. Because it's very hard for you guys to maintain that position. Very hard. The gun's all the way behind you. There's nothing protecting tracks aside from like a soldier, or even still, they could just all walk through tracks, and now that Cats player is dead. I really don't like.
Spy not spot the tracks though, or is it like too hard for him to do it?
He can spot the tracks, sure, but they're also going to be playing as group because there's going to be people walking into house who also walk into tracks as well.
Like,
at the same time.
Also, they could catch the rotation. Maybe?
Yeah, they can.
So.
And it's not so much that, it's divided attention. Because what if they decided to send people into house while they were sending people into tracks? Combine that with the fact that you guys have no gun up, you guys have no players who are there to help your teammate. There's very little you can do. The reason why it's so bad is because you guys need to prioritize living over actually getting like a better position. Because believe it or not, playing in this position over here with the gun and playing deeper into catwalk is so much better than getting their house. It's unbelievable. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right. But having that guaranteeance of, hey, there's a spawn that I can go to that's really close. I can just drop down. It's only going to take a little bit more time for me to get up and get back into the fray. But I'm still going to be there in a relatively quick amount of time when I'm alive. If you guys are sitting here, you're going to be forced to play this position anyway. Plus, you're overextending for no reason. You invite them to kill you, not as like one after another. I mean as an entire group. You guys have a lot of spawn time compared to compared to blue. Your pyro died for the sniper, and the sniper had 3 seconds compared to your pyro's 12 seconds of respawn time. Think about that for a moment. That's insane. That's insane. You guys need to prioritize your life. Do not do this. Please. I get that it worked the first time. It works against bad teams. Do not let the one experience from that one team influence the way that you play this game. Sure, it might be able to influence how you play the game next time against the same team. But it creates this bad habit of, hey, this worked before, let's do it again. That should not be the way that things happen. You have a good standard hold. You can theorize on a good aggressive hold too. A good starting place would be maintaining control of catwalk because it is the easiest to get to from the position that you are in. You can try having your sniper play roller coaster. You can have a couple of people playing nearby main. Maybe a demo can play closer to over here. Maybe the dispenser can be over here and a heavy can sit all the way by banana. There needs to be more of a concise effort to make sure that you guys are holding aggressive, but also living. Because this is a big rotate. This can lead to a lot of disaster, and this is exactly what happened to your guys' team. You guys lost a medic, you have no Uber ad. You guys are about to lose 2 more players, and your soldiers respawning. I really don't like that. And with the banner, I know you guys want to go in with it. That was a waste of a banner. You could have easily dealt with these players getting onto this one little narrow track with a demo alone. So, please be mindful of your aggressive plays. If you guys want to do a more aggressive hold, please consider the easiest places for you to get to that are also aggressive. In this case, it would be catwalk, roller coaster, helping people along those lines but not going any more forward. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Sorry that took 5 minutes and 10 minutes for me to explain, but good kill on their medic. Soldier unfortunately doesn't die, but you guys end up killing their pyro anyway.
What did I die to then? Looked like I just went from like a 90 to 0 from one death shot. I'm very confused.
I don't know, but you guys are dealing with these roller coaster players really really well. Your soldier's kind of feeding here though. Like he needs to back up, and back up. Or your demo ends up dying. Your sniper's playing aggressive for no reason. He ends up dying. Your pyro's playing aggressive for no reason, takes unnecessary damage and loses crit buffs. Your heavy and soldier take unnecessary damage, lose their crit buffs as well. Gun gets sapped. Killed the spy, thankfully. You're honestly not doing too bad, given the situation. Your heavy fears a pyro. The pyro's dealt with. Your pyro dies to the gun, or not. Wow, okay. Damn. Kills the heavy too, nice. This is what I mean, though. Like, I would be helping my sniper out. Yes, this is good. I really like what your soldier's doing here. Just maintaining pressure over here. Your demo's in main, and your sniper's playing... Where's your sniper playing? Why? What? What does that look at? If you want to play more aggressive, I just play roller coaster. Don't make it harder on yourself, because this ends up being really bad for you. Because if they see you right here, they're gonna end up shooting you a whole lot more. It's gonna be quicker for them to shoot you too. No, dude. Again, the same thing that I talked about beforehand. The same exact thing. But, I mean, it's working, I guess. But you guys lose a couple of players. You guys lose a lot of your players. And you... Okay. And you guys have Uber out? I really don't agree with a lot of this. And I don't know why it worked the way it did. I really can't tell you. That's weird though. But you guys also don't have any pressure denying any space on the cart. Your spy gets the stab. Soldier's on the cart now. Your spy's doing fine. But yeah, demo just needs to watch cart. Unfortunately, you guys back up. And you guys have no gun because your engineer's waiting for it to get pulled. Dude, just build. Just run away and build. Don't worry about that gun. That gun's dying. Hi, baby. No. Hi, baby. Don't die. Come back. Please.
Our med took the ammo, so I couldn't pull there. That threw me off.
Oh,
I agree with you. I really should have ran.
I get it, but like, fuck, that is really funny. There's no pressure on the cart right now. None, except for your spy. Why is your demo running away? What was happening there? Good that you guys denied the cart, but that cart got up really quickly for no reason.
Yeah,
and your heavy's probably dead. Oh, and he's... Oh, it's over. And you guys...
I feel like we keep giving up too much cart time on last for no reason. Like,
no, I can just explain it right now. What happened was the fact that you guys didn't even have pressure on the cart. It was just the spy who killed people. Not even your demo shot. Your demo ran away. So, Yeah, I gotta look over this map now. This was a very interesting game to watch, and a lot of it was not good. I'm not gonna be overtly critical. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, man, you're bad. Yeah. I mean, it happens sometimes. Especially in like one of those moments where it's like 9:30, you guys are tired, you don't want to play anymore. Then you end up playing the third game, and it's like, fuck. I really don't want to put any energy into this. I get that.
Demo, Pauling here. This one came right from the administrator.
Alright, now I'm gonna start like expecting questions right now, because I really want to be asked questions about this.
Oh, I want to talk more about the household. Like,
How
I feel like. So you said it's bad because it's really, really aggressive, but my
I'm
my
saying it's
thought
bad because
was,
it's very, very disconnected from what your team is trying to do.
so if the team did follow the play, like we have like the demo
No,
not
because they
in
could
house.
easily
Like I wouldn't
split it.
say I wouldn't
So
say don't hold in house, but hold
Alright.
more of the outside.
I get that, like holding out here by second,
No,
holding outside
no,
over
no, no.
here instead.
Yeah, over there more out, so we can easily rotate out. And like me and the spy and the sniper can spot frequent tracks, so we can see that, and then we can see when they're going to tracks, and we can like move our attention over there, and like I can shoot down, and me and Heavy can shoot at the main door, at the main choke. Like the demo and everyone else in the combo doesn't actually hold inside a house, but more so of like outside.
Okay.
Like where the sand thing is, like almost underneath banana or like under plat, almost over there around that side, maybe a little more forward.
So I'm gonna ask a couple of questions, and this is just from my thought process alone from it, just me wondering about this spot. First off, what's stopping a heavy from sitting over here and just waiting for the other heavy and soldier combo to just walk in and do something stupid? Because
we
they
don't
even
walk
in.
we don't walk out.
No. I'm just saying, like, from their perspective, like, they're not gonna walk in because they already know that you guys are close to house. They don't want to walk this. They don't even know if there's a sticky trap over here, for example. So what they do is they have this one heavy sit over here, protect this entire sightline. Now the entire team goes main with a sniper on B hut. So now their entire team is shooting your sniper, and the sniper dies. What happens then?
Our sniper could hold. I mean, I suppose like we can try to.
What happens if they
SPS.
hold? What happens if they hold over by roller coaster? So the thing with the aggressive play that I really don't like about is that you're kind of leaving things up to player chance. It should not be dependent on a sniper v sniper for this spot to be good. It needs to work because people need to walk into y'all. There should be as little risk on your sniper as possible. So
Our
playing
sniper could
roller
also
coaster
play
playing roller
passive
coaster is
angle.
by far the best way for you to do something like this. What I also don't get is why you guys need to play aggressive for this to work. I don't understand that. Because if you're talking about holding this, if you're talking about holding main, or just even knowing who's over there, why does not playing over here work?
I would say because it's kind of
This just
similar
has-
to like a forward hold, where
this
we
has all the-
make them. Yeah.
Let me all right, so this has all the
Yeah, my
benefits
fault.
that you're talking about, but it has reduced risks.
I see.
Like, what you're talking about is having a demo playing up here, having
Yeah.
a heavy maybe over here, having a soldier up here. The
Something like
soldier
that.
and maybe the heavy can still play up there, but the soldier just the demo just needs to back up, and he's doing the exact same thing. Your sniper's over here. He's being protected by an engineer sentry gun, people who are also by roller coaster, maybe a scout, maybe a soldier. Because maybe a heavy can also stand over here too. The best part about this is that you're nearby the gun doesn't need to move, and you guys can play this standard. You guys don't need to change anything fundamental about your hold, because you could just walk back and play standard.
So it's just really risky for the little reward that we get from holding that.
No, you're putting added risk onto yourself for no reason.
Hmm.
You can do everything that you just talked about with minimal effort. You have a sniper right here, you have somebody watching cat, Doesn't need to peek all the way into house, just needs to play over here, protecting this angle. Heavy can play over here, heavy can play over here. Demo can be playing close to main, even back over here as well. Spy can be in the back line just watching out for people. And everybody else can be in their own default spots. Because this is the default hold. The gun just sits right here. You don't need to move the gun up or think about moving the gun up. It's a really good hold. You guys don't need to walk in. You could just keep your resources and let them run into double the resources. Because you guys had banner, a better banner. So you had 2 Ubers pretty much. They could have walked in with an Uber, you guys should have taken the Uber exchange, and then afterwards your soldier could have held banner. If they were still in, you guys would have used banner and killed them all. But instead, you guys take it in, deal with the 2 cart players who didn't even always die. Your demo starts shooting the heavy over here. People start getting aggressive into house for no reason, and you guys end up dying. Yes! So, again, it's added risk for no reason because you accomplish the same exact things by playing a bit back, but playing pretty much standard. So I very much disagree with that thought that you need to be close in order for you to play aggressive. Sometimes that's the case, sometimes it's not. This is one of those maps where it's not. At least for second. Let me talk to daisies for a bit.
You mean about third?
My bad. Yeah, third. Yeah. At least for third. For second, you might be able to play a bit more aggressive too. The gun can still be playing over here. You can still have a soldier watching tunnel, and by proxy side tons if he knows what he's doing. And then you can have a couple of people playing aggressive, not so far aggressive that they're peeking first, but aggressive enough to deal with the players trying to walk in. Like a demo can play deeper in this angle, dealing with the people over here. Your heavy's watching this angle and this angle right here, just watching out for people because you can see people walking through this door, get a sightline check, and then boom, you're immediately in with that knowledge that you're fighting somebody. Like that, I understand. Playing aggressive in that manner because you're not too far away from the gun. Your team is consolidated around cover. Your team can easily go back to those default spots that we were talking about beforehand. Or at least for second, we didn't talk about that beforehand, but you still end up going back to those default spots in case things get hazy. I'd get playing aggressive there. And that should be the way that you guys play aggressive on second defense. However, offense was the biggest issue, and let's talk about it. Every single point had a bit of disconnect. Every single point had no communication with any single person. I want people to be ready for a fight because everybody's walking in, not because they found the opportunity to walk in and they took it, which rarely ever works, mind you. People need to be over hill, shooting the gun, shooting the players in this main area. People need to be on the flank, not only pushing the cart, but getting ready to jump onto playground. Much less going over here, which I didn't see much of, but I also didn't see a lot of players jumping onto playground itself. Remember...
I have a question.
What's up?
I'm a scout. Once we get the car up to that kind of choke point area where we can't push it any further, should I try to jump up to playground with the other flank members?
Yes, I do think that that's the best course of action. Unless the pyro's dead and you guys have Uber, in which case if the pyro's not able to defend any Uber from their team, you can maybe be a part of the Uber. At least force the medic in some capacity. And then have a good refight. But aside from that, your main goal is to push cart. Your main goal is to get playground pressure. Your main goal is to get hill pressure. Your demo can easily do this with very little help, aside from maybe a sniper on these right rocks. Maybe over here. Maybe on the flank as well. By proxy, your flank players should not be peeking unless you guys are ready to walk over hill. The other thing too, Heavy's main job on this point has moved away from playground, has moved away from the hill push. It's cart now. Heavy's pushed the cart. And you can get a lot of cart time on this map, surprisingly enough. If you have people like a scout, like a demo, or not a demo, not a... sorry. If you have people like a scout, an NG, a heavy, sitting on the cart, while you guys are doing all of these things at the same time, you put that added pressure onto them, they're forced to run into you, and of course once it's like, force this bend, the heavy can play over here, wait for the demo to do something, or, you know, better yet, the demo's still playing over by the staircase, and the heavy's walking through main uncontested. That's why it's also important to play this angle as a heavy on defense. Because the easiest way to deny that is to look at the cart. And remember, you can look back like this. You don't need to play forward. This is very, very bad for you if you play forward like this, because you invite a whole lot of danger that, again, could be avoided, but you still end up getting the same exact thing. It's just a sightline difference, but it matters. Because you not only deal with this, you can play back, end up dealing with this, you can end up dealing with the people on cart as well. And the best part, Sniper's main goal... Or Sniper's not even main goal. Sorry, I keep on saying that. Usually, Snipers like to gravitate towards the right side. Usually. Sometimes they'll be playing main, sometimes they'll be playing on the left, or on the, yeah, your left side. In which case, yeah, it's gonna be bad for you to peek that. But sometimes they'll play right side. And in those sometimes, you can deal with the people on the cart rather easily. So please be mindful of that. Good teams will do that against you. On second, the main thing was a disconnect between tunnel players and hill players. I want you guys to be pushing in at the exact same time. What I mean, your demo is getting space on hill, people are pushing into side tunnel. Or better yet, you guys need to turn the fuck around sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. When a heavy sits here, with minigun, and your sniper plays like this, that's weird! That's fucking weird! People need to be looking out for this. Because if Uncle Poots had the bright idea of, like, peeking, that sniper's dead. Matter of fact, instead of playing the angle like this, he just needed to play the angle like this. And then people are dead. Or better yet, instead of playing close, you play far, and you end up getting the exact same thing. You could play over here if you wanted to. Of course, this maximizes the risk that you have in a tunnel, but even still, this is just a desperation play at that point. Your team's fucked if you have to sit in the spot, get a kill, and die. So might as well protect yourself from the place that you want to get the kill the most.
I have another question.
What's up?
Should I be playing in tunnel or on hill for scout?
For scout?
Like once we get the cart pushed up.
If you have the cart pushed up, I'd say hill.
Alright.
You could do some stuff in tunnel. Could. Alright, so you, the soldier, and heavy could maybe push side tunnels together. Maybe. It's not guaranteed, and I'd rather you play by your medic and sniper to protect from bombs, protect from spies, because it should not be the pyro's job solely. It should be everybody's job, but you being up there with your demo really does help. If you're not with your demo, if you're in tunnel and you guys want to get something done, you're not able to rotate in time, you can go through side tons. You can walk out through main with your soldier, heavy, and you to kill people to get the gun. This is more of a aggressive play. It shouldn't be something that you guys just do willy-nilly. It should be something that's a calculated risk, like, hey, they have no gun, or hey, the gun's level 1. Let's just go ahead and, like, walk in. You guys say sure, you guys tell your demo that. Demo waits for y'all, peeks when you peek, that sort of stuff. But yeah, people need to pay attention to the angles more, where people are going to potentially stand. And people just need to be more coordinated. This applies for second, third, and fourth. Mostly fourth, because I saw some fucking travesties on that. But yeah, I mean, the push itself was fine on second. It just needed a little bit of a push. Third, pretty much the exact same thing. People were dying left and right. but you guys were able to piece it together. And you guys can make mistakes and still have good times. Like, you made, like, 3 mistakes total, which costed you, like, 2 minutes, and you still ended up having, like, a 4 to 5 minute time before going into 4th. That's good. That's on the right track, because 4th is a hard point to push. The timer went from 5 to 11. Let's discuss why. People need to be looking under, people need to be looking into clock. I already said as much as I did. Heavy should be sitting up here, Soldier should be sitting down there. Spies should be trying their best to get in behind with the Soldier shooting the dispenser. Soldiers can also bomb from this place over here to kill people on playground, or not on playground, on pub spot. At the same time, people should be focusing the gun. This includes Sniper, Demo, and Heavy. This also includes Soldier. Once the gun is down, that's when you guys should start to try and push. At the same time, people should be pushing the cart as much as they can. The reason why carts don't really get that far is because of the Demo just doing this. Your Demo needs to consolidate ammo for this to happen. He can't just shoot stickies willy-nilly unless he's ready to go back into the spawn. So, Demo, be conservative with your ammo, and let your Heavy know when you rotate out. Because surprisingly enough, you running away, yeah, I can see that happen. It's just unfortunate timing. Like, they were on the cart, you ran away. I mean, it's more on you for keeping your ammo, but at the same time, I get it. I get it 100%. Combo should be focusing on 2 things. Main control and getting into tiles. Getting into tiles really helps your Sniper because the Sniper can take this nasty-ass angle right here, here. Could even go all the way over here if you wanted to. And so can a Soldier. But I'd prefer if a Soldier plays underground or have somebody watching underground like a scout. At the same time, people should be looking to use Uber to get some sort of advantage. The easiest place for you to do that is through main. It requires a little rotate, but you guys end up doing this. You force an Uber, you destroy the gun. People are peeking, people are looking at you, the Uber's faded. And what do? Instead of walking into their spawn or playing all the way right over here and leaving like this, you can go ahead and back up into main. In fact, from any single angle you push, leave from it. This also applies to Harry Potter, because unironically, this is a good spot for you to take an Uber from. It's the same exact benefit, and instead of running over here with the Uber fading away, the quickest and easiest thing for you to do is to back up where you can. Another option you can do is this play over here, where you jump down, take an Uber exchange, and depending on where you end it closer towards, you can end it through main, you can end it through Harry Potter. Those are the 3 general places that an Uber can take place. If some team is stupid enough to push all the way down here, they're stupid. Dumb, even. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have any questions for 4th? Because I just want to ask if anybody has any questions, because I can only say so much. I just want to I want to help out.
I have questions.
What's up?
For offense, is there anything Scout can do after pushing the card up? Normally I spy check and kind of sit by main.
You can do that. Usually there's a gun over there, so your engineer is going to help your Sniper in that regard. The next best thing that you can do is to help your Soldier through under. And potentially, and this is a big if the gun dies, maybe you can try going through here, jumping all the way into pub spot. Keep in mind, you are also jumping into a Heavy and a Demo, who are fully buffed. So, play that at your own discretion. But this
I have another question too.
This should be combined with your Soldier bombing in. Yeah, what's up?
During which sequence do you want the Soldier to go up? Because I was told that it's during post and when the gun's dead, or the gun's dead and after post.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You can also go up there during an Uber exchange. You can get flash.
Because my worry was, I jump up there, there's a revved up heavy 450 health, just like ready to gun me down. But then I was told that it's like fine because he's shooting at you and not at the cart players or your team.
So here's the idea.
Okay.
Let's take this one step at a time. Cart's right here, people are pushing at it. Let's pretend that the heavy isn't shooting them up until now. Heavy starts seeing them and nobody else is with them. You do this, the heavy's distracted for a bit, Cart's all the way up here now. Or maybe even all the way up here. Just from you doing that.
I just need a time on the cart and when I should jump up.
Yes. You also just need a
Okay.
general call if that's the case. Like, your demo shooting up there, perfect time for you to bomb in, because if you're not bombing in, the demo's the only one being focused. He can be forced to play over here, forced to play Harry Potter. You bomb like this, sure, you might die. The demo's able to get 400 damage off of that 450 health heavy. And
Okay.
you're shooting a rocket there anyway, so that heavy's probably dead.
Just wait for the demo's call. Or just look at the cart as well. I see.
I think you should do both. But the
Mhm.
most important part is that when you're playing in a position that's that disconnected, you keep your crit heals, you keep your buffs, you stay at 200 health as long as you can. Do not take
I
any
feel-
unnecessary damage if you can help it.
I tried doing that, but there was a soldier there contesting me, and he was playing kind of passive that I couldn't jump up. So should I just went through main instead?
Unfortunately, there's not much you can really do there. You could go through main to shoot the gun, but
Mhm.
there's also more people looking at you.
Yeah, it's like there's a soldier there, and like I had a hard time just like doing stuff underground.
Like playing over here.
He was playing more on the stairs, on the left
I see.
stairs.
Yeah.
Not on that
over
one,
here,
but the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right over here. Like he's like just like making sure I'm having cancer over there.
Yeah, your combo should be dealing with that.
Okay.
Yeah, like, let's pretend that your demo's looking at that for a second. He hears the call that no snipers over here, sniper sitting on the gun. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and like, you know, if I really wanted to, or better yet, I could just do this. Now he's not that much of a worry. The soldier has to back up, you're able to do something, demo rotates all the way over here, and then what do you know? Well, exaggerated, of course, but he just charges up a sticky, shoots the gun, you shoot the gun, heavy shoots the gun, or if you guys are going for a sack, you guys go in for a bomb. Yeah, of course, this is if the sniper's not shooting you. I don't know the angles if your demo's alive and the sniper's still alive as well. But generally speaking, your combo should be helping you out. Not even your demo, but maybe a sniper too. Maybe a sniper's playing over by main. He sees nobody. Maybe he's fighting people on the gun. Maybe the soldier shows himself a little bit. Maybe he's cocky. So the sniper backs up because he's a Chad and lives, and then boom. You have somebody paying attention to this angle as well. Also, you have an NG right here as well, so NG can like do a little bit while he's protecting his gun. He could just bam, bam if he really wanted to. You also have... I'm trying to think right now. You also have people who are ready to go through Harry Potter as well. Again, maybe like a demo, for example. Takes an Uber exchange, soldiers out, focuses people up here, focuses the gun. You can bomb in during a post, he plays back a bit. And then you guys can refight. The demo shoots a sticky, you're already jumping up in the air. It's just a bit of theory crafting, but I think that you can definitely play well with your team in that regard.
Yes!
As NG, sometimes right after we get a point, I run back to spawn and set the telly, and other times I stay on the cart. When should I be doing which?
If you're dead, and you're just spawning, that's when I would worry about the telly. Especially since it changes every single time except for third. But if you're alive, you're on the cart, I would sit on the cart, set up your buildings, and when you die or if you die, that's when you set up the telly. I'd much rather you stay for cart time, push it up all the way over to, you know, at least this spot, but if you can get it all the way over to here, then you're really good. But remember, your team is also trying to get in position as well, so you dying in this time is not really that bad, especially since you put up that telly right over here. But for the entirety of the map, I would just go based off of two things. If you're dead, are you going to spawn right by the cart? Probably not, so you should set up a building. And if you're alive, and depending on how close to you are to the cart, or by the spawn, I would set up buildings. If I'm not close to the cart, I would sit on the cart if I am close to the cart. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, twice this match I did the thing where I left cart to go set up the new telly. I won't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, I also am not an engineer main. I can't say for certain on the validity of that. But that's just my perspective as a person who wants to get in, who wants to do the most with my life. So,
yeah, I like
again, I would ask your mentor, whoever he is, whoever she is, whoever they are.
Yeah, cool.
I would ask them to just let you know about that, because in my opinion, I'm only a heavy main. I don't have the expertise on that regard. Same thing with soldier. Same thing with demo. I don't have a lot of information on the specifics of each class. But I do know that a good game state is required to do a lot of plays that you guys are missing. And these are just some of the ways that I picked up playing on a team. So please, 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 please focus on coordinating. Utilize your picks. Don't die. Or don't go to so low of health that you're forced to sit out of the fight and walk all the way to the pack while your team is jumping in. Minimize the amount of damage you take, pretty much. If you're forced to take damage, they're either walking into you or you're doing the play. Don't let this be about ego. Let this be about winning. Even if your logs look like shit, if you guys win the game, logs do not matter. You helped win the game for them. Any more questions?
Yeah!
Want to do the flash? Medic demo are walking over here. The main goal is to peek over here, right? So in that moment, your medic's just playing over here. Because the beam can reach, he can flash the soldier bombs in, and then it's just a much better time. You can also maybe get a flash. No, not over there. But yeah, if you're jumping in even still, like pretend that you're jumping in already, your medic can quickly flash you, and you're a flashed player. You're not going to take any damage. At least for a little bit. It also really does depend on where the medic's standing. Because if the medic's taking an Uber through here, this becomes a much better angle for you to get flashed in. If not, if he's playing over by Harry Potter or jumping out of this window, it really does depend on where the medic wants to end. Like, pretend that the medic's sitting over here, flashes you the second you bomb in. Like, maybe that can work, but you have to call that you're bombing, if that's the case. You have to let your med know, like, hey, I want to be in a... Hey, can you flash me during this sack? Or, hey, can you flash me? And then he flashes you, and then boom, you're in. Because your medic's priority is your demo, not you. It also is much better for you to play in a post-fight. Because the demo can easily spam out the angle, and then that's when you can bomb in. But you also can go during a flash, but that is the way to do it. At least from what I've seen. There's not many angles that you can do it from aside from this one. And combined with what your demo's trying to shoot at, like, let's just say he's shooting at a heavy, right? If you bomb in while he's shooting the heavy, that heavy's probably going to die or take enough damage for your demo to kill him. So, yeah, utilize that. Are there any more questions? Yes! What, on offense or defense, and what point? On last, where do you want to rotate? I'm confused. Right. So it really does depend on where you want to take it from. Like, the thing that I'm thinking of, you shoot the gun while people shoot the gun. Gun dies, the Uber comes out, and you're forced to kite that Uber. Once that Uber's faded, nobody dies, everybody gets their buffs. You can either peek this way, or maybe you can peek over here by main. Your team rotates with you, and then Gun's still getting set up. No sniper's able to kill you, because maybe he might have gotten dealt with. Maybe he's by the spawn, maybe he's rotating himself. You deal with this. Your team starts pushing the cart, and it's much, much easier than trying to solo everything. So, your timing is going to vary. I would base it off of who's alive and who's in position. So, if people are watching under, expect them to be of health. If not, ask them for buffs or ask them to get something done before you walk in. And keep in mind, it's not ideal, but if it works... Or if it gets people in, if it helps allow people to get in, it might work. If you guys can go fast and together, it's the best play for you to do. If you guys are slow and together, there's a bit of a disconnect because maybe they might have something set up by that time. It's not ideal because you don't want to be in that position where they set something up and you guys are going to have a harder post fight. You want to go in immediately when your team can. So please just keep that in mind whenever you're trying to take an Uber exchange like that. You always want people to be of health. You want to have people get buffs if they can. You want to make sure that they have all the health they need. That's also on your players to keep that health for themselves. If they die unnecessarily, guess who that's on? Them, not you for making a call. Of course, if they call that they're walking in and you call that you're walking in and you bait them, then, you know, maybe you should have walked in, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, it really does depend. Your team should be following you. So that means protecting their own life, in some cases. Any more questions?
I have one last stupid question. Alright, I was watching an invite stream at one point, and their scout was on Force of Nature. Are they just trolling? Can I use Force of Nature on roller coaster?
Wait, was it Team Fun or Witness Gaming?
I don't remember.
It was one of those two. And either way, don't get into the habit of using Force of Nature.
Okay.
I'm not saying that because I'm biased and I fucking hate any weapon that removes the ability for me to do anything as a heavy. Because I'm really fucking biased with that weapon. I don't think that that's good for any sort of new player to try and wrap their head around. I would not make that a strat that you do unless you know exactly what you're doing with it. Because the main goal of a Force of Nature scout is to just be annoying. It's not to get kills, it's to get that one specific kill that will tilt the team because you knock them all the way around, they can't do anything, and then you're back in to deliver the killing blow. And of course environmental kills, but it's more so just based off of the fact that you're going to be dealing a lot of psychological damage. But I don't think that that should be played off, because some people just don't have bad mental.
Hey Demo, Pauling here. I've got work.
Truthfully.
I think that's all my questions. Thank you.
Yeah, and don't act like any question's stupid. It's not. You're just as curious as you're curious. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being curious. You're just wanting answers for things you don't know. And if you have a stupid question, then, I mean, it's not really that stupid. It's just you wanting to figure out how you want to play the game, which is the most important part. Because I can talk about default holds, but if you guys can manage to do like a household successfully and do it right consistently, then I'm impressed. I'm not going to stop any sort of creativity. I don't want to do that. But I want you guys to understand the fundamentals. And I'm going at it from the perspective of why it works, as opposed to what works, and you should only do that and only that for the rest of your life. Because I don't really feel like that's a good way of playing the game. But even still, have a reason to play those things. Or have a reason to play aggressive. Have a reason to play passive. Having a reason to play standard is why it's standard. You gotta find your own reason, and you have to account for everything that could possibly go wrong. You also have to factor in the things that are just frankly better. You know? Use the default holds and the standard aggressive holds as jumping off points if you want to do something more. But by no means should you discredit them. Which I'm not saying you are, but I mean, sometimes it doesn't take all too much thought to just look at a situation and be like, yeah, this is a way too aggressive for no reason. I'm just going to do the exact same thing, but play back here. Which they're forced to walk up as well. But yeah, I mean, if there's no other questions, then yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, thank you, Tuka.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys sticking around, except some people left for some reason. I don't understand why. Was it the voice? Am I just not sexy enough? Did I complain about it?
I don't know.
2 people were driving. Maybe that's why.
Oh, okay.
I was driving.
Why they were driving.
I asked the question driving, bro.
Oh. My bad.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really like doing team reviews. I'm gonna be completely honest. I thought this was just gonna be like a Daisy heavy review, but I still need to remember that Daisy is a demo player now and not a heavy. And I only remember Daisy from playing heavies. And combine that with the fact that I now have, and I shit you not when I say this. I shit you not when I say this. 11 mentees. 11 mentees that I don't know enough about. I'm sorry. It's just... it's hard to keep up. I'm trying to do my own business. And then, alright, I need to remember you are the person who wants team reviews instead of just heavy reviews. Sorry.
Honestly, I like Tuka's team review a lot more than what is Edish's team review. I think Edish also like outdated.
Wait, who's the player again? Uis. I don't I'm confused. Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know about Little though. He still plays like when Heavy was in combo and playing on Cliff.
Yeah, you need modern stuff. Also, I'm gonna head out for right now. I will catch y'all later. Yeah, no problem. All right, you guys too. See you.
Add up cat bugs, bro. I'm on cat bugs right now.